Today we're taking you beach fishing. What's so funny is I know this is all you guys' favorite thing to do. You've been telling us to go beach fishing and we're excited.
Yes.
We have everything but our sand spikes.
Yes, the most important thing to go beach fishing with. And we just realized that 5 minutes down the road, literally.
But we gotta get on the beach. We're going fishing for all kinds of things. Pompano, whiting, croaker.
Yeah.
Those pomponette things are on the beach. It's a beautiful day. Our best friend, Capt Paul, is on the beach. He's gonna show us exactly what to do and how to do it.
Yes.
And we'll take you guys along for the ride.
Yes, and we're showing you guys all that stuff too. So stay tuned for all the great information and hopefully catching a lot of fish.
Catching all the fish.
Yesterday, he crushed it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, we made it to the beach. We left our longer rods at the truck actually, and now we've got our little spinning setups here. Pretty simple deal what we're doing, but right now I am cutting up some shrimp that we're gonna be using as bait on our hooks. I'm actually using my snook setup when I inshore fish, just a simple light rod. So the rig that we're using today is a Capt Paul Sperco whiting / croaker rig. Now the only place you can get Capt Paul Sperco's rigs are at the local Snook Nook up here in Jensen Beach, Florida. These are the rigs here. We don't have the actual sign there, but you can just go to Snook Nook and ask for them. And if they have floats on them, you can also remove them. So you can see here that we have removed the floats. We just have a bead on there with a number 6 hook. We're using a 2-ounce pyramid sinker today based on our conditions. It's pretty flat out here, as you can see. So now for the rig, or for the bait that we're using, I cut up all those pieces of shrimp, tiny pieces of shrimp for these whiting and croaker, and you're gonna put that on your hook. Now we're gonna give them a smorgasbord. We got a piece of shrimp, and then we're gonna give them the Fish Bites Easy Clam, which you can buy that anywhere on the Fish Bites website, even on Amazon. I'll link that information down below for you guys. Cut them into small diamond-shaped pieces just like so, and you put that on your same hook. So you got a piece of shrimp and a piece of Easy Clam Fish Bites, and that's how we're gonna fish it. So we got a second hook that I'm gonna rig up, and then we're gonna show you how we cast them out and how we hook these fish.
Nice job, Darcizzle. Even these rods are way overkill, okay? These fish are gonna be like 1 or 2 pounds, a lot of the whiting.
Yeah.
They're all catching, so you can use like a little Barbie rod.
Use a little bass rod.
Yeah, whatever you want, a bass
Perfect.
rod. And, these have a 20-pound, braid on them, and then you can put like a 20-pound fluoro leader on there, a 15 or whatever, super light.
Super
Again,
light.
these are what we brought, they're just overkill. And you're gonna actually fish the rods. You're not gonna put them in the
No rod holders today.
in the rod
for
holders,
surf
okay?
fishing.
We're using J hooks, so you're gonna set the hook a little bit, and this whole, I already caught a couple, this whole thing is kind
How
of full.
far out did you cast out?
It's just right out in the trough,
Okay,
and you're gonna
so right
cast
in
it
the
out,
trough.
and then if you don't get a bite, you bring it in a little bit.
Yep.
Let's see.
Look at this water, it's absolutely gorgeous out here today. It's like Bahamas water. And you can see we really don't have any surf, so that's why we don't need heavy weights today. So giving you guys the in-depth details. Whoops! The bail is wide open. It just got stuck on my knot down here. That was a good mistake. All right, let's try this again.
One more time.
One more time.
Superstar. All right, in her defense, I actually tied like a 20-pound leader on top of like a 40-pound leader for some.
Yeah, it's got a huge.
It's because we were catching ballyhoo.
It's got a huge knot on it.
It's from catching ballyhoo
why
the other
it's
day, and
catching.
it's like a double uni and it's catching.
Yep.
So totally, that's from catching ballyhoo in Key Largo the other day. All right, but now we finally got both our rods ready.
I think so. Woohoo!
Nice and close. I'm like 10 yards out.
What?
So I'm like 10 yards out. Think I got one.
Nice job.
All right, that's
Snook bait.
actually,
That's a snook bait.
that's a snook size. So while you're out here, you can also snook fish. Snook bait. So have your snook rod all ready.
That's snook bait there, Brian.
Snook bait, look at that fish. So I got my snook rod all ready. Throw them on. Here we go.
I got a little baby.
There you got one.
Oh,
Up, throw them back.
that's the perfect snook bait.
Yeah.
You want to put that one out?
No, I got one out already.
All right. Little baby, that's a little whiting.
Yeah.
All right, broke the skunk. Time to catch another.
Got shrimp on there still?
Yeah. go. There we go.
It jumped out of the water.
There we go.
Oh, it's a
palm-
pomponette.
What is it?
I think it's called a palm.
I forget what these fish are called. People think they're little permit.
But they're delicious.
But they're not. Can we eat him?
Yeah.
Okay.
We eat those, right, Captain?
Palometa.
Big enough to keep. I tell you what, it eats just like a pompano. It tastes the same.
Really?
Tastes the same as a
So
pompano.
it's called a
Palometa.
palometa.
The nickname that the guys down
Yeah.
here, they call it a Russian pompano.
a Russian pompano.
Of course, it might not be
Okay.
Politically correct.
at the moment to say that, but
I think right now it is politically correct, actually.
you're probably right.
This week it's
So,
good.
Yeah, you guys can see that. He's got these like vertical stripes here. Permit don't have that. Neither do pompano.
He also has longer
You got those
sickles.
big black fins on them.
Yeah.
But
Sickles.
I'll tell you, the meat
Watch
on
out,
that,
watch out.
the meat on that is sweet.
Really?
It's
Ooh,
All right.
all right. So I've never eaten a palometa, believe it or not. I just lost him.
Awesome.
All right, so we never ate them.
Wow, wow, wow.
Never, we have never eaten them before. He said this is a perfect size to eat. And he said they eat just like a pompano, or a Florida pompano, so you can't beat that. Let's get them in the water and clean them off. Sweet. Palometa, guys. So know
Nice.
your fish.
Yeah.
Look at that, and I think the dead giveaway between a permit and a Florida pompano and all that is those
Also
vertical
these,
stripes.
also these are so long.
Yeah, like permit have long ones too. I'm actually wearing my permit pendant today.
Oh, there you
And you
go.
can just kind of slightly see, but they do have long
Yes.
fins like that, but these are longer. All right, we'll get them in the bucket. Nice.
Show my whiting.
Oh yeah,
This is a whiting I caught earlier.
he's alive.
Nice. That's a good
Brian's
size.
whiting. That's
yeah.
a nice one.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a distinct difference between a croaker and a whiting. You can see this guy's very long and thin, and he's got these little whiskers. All right, let's see if I can get one now.
Nice.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
We'll take a palometa.
Yeah,
That's
delicious.
pretty cool. All right, time to put more shrimp on.
All right, so we've been slaying fish actually. Another camera up, and
Yes.
we'll give you a little more technique here.
Slacking over here.
We're just, yeah, there's like a little of that right here, guys. You don't got to cast anything.
All right, so yeah, I just caught a croaker before. There hasn't been a lot of croakers around this season quite yet, is what Capt Paul says, because he's the beach fishing expert around here every day. I put a slightly bigger bait on before. I put a piece of a head
Oh.
on, and that's how I caught the croaker. So I'm gonna try that again. Let's go.
And I caught like a whiting and something else, so we got like 5 or 6 fish already.
Yeah, not too shabby. Already getting tapped. Keep your rod tip up high. You wait for the bite. And then you kind of just like let him eat it, but you kind of got to set the hook with those J hooks.
You got a big bait on there too.
Got something little.
Yeah, baby.
Snook bait.
All right, we got a snook bait.
Switch
Put
it,
that
switch
out.
it, switch it.
All
Yeah,
right,
so
come
that
on.
happens. I use big baits, lost it.
All right, so I got this rod ready right here. And we just got a weight on there like a Carolina rig. And we're just gonna throw it out there for fun.
All right, all right, all right. How'd you hook it?
Just through the nose like we always do.
All right. Like this? No, upwards.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, he's
just-
got a big enough nose that I can do it like that.
Oh, okay.
And he can keep his mouth open and breathe.
All right. Watch that tip, it might be tangled.
How far?
I don't know, throw as far as you can. That's good.
Where the big snooks are.
Yeah. Now it's the, of course, as you can see, there's a lot of whiting and croakers right in the surf. And also the minnow run is starting right now. And so they've been catching snook on the beach. So we might catch one or we might not, but just for fun. Whatever.
Instant hookup. Rod tip down when he comes to the surf. It's a technique I learned from Paul Sperco. Woo, it's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's a nice croaker. Oh no, it's a jack.
It's a blue runner.
No, it's a jack crevalle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit the little jack.
Those little jacks, man, they fight hard. I thought I had a big whiting on. No. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of bycatch out here. Not only are you going to catch dinner with the whiting, croakers, and palmetto, you're also going to catch jack crevalles, maybe bluefish, blue runners, all kinds of stuff in the surf. So this is just a great family activity. And like Brian said before, you don't need crazy gear. You just come out here. You don't need this expensive gear that I have right here. You could just go get $20 Walmart setup and fish that, no problem. All right, there he is. I'm gonna let him go
Yeah.
and get more shrimp, but that's what it seems to be key, is the bigger shrimp for the little bit bigger fish.
So with the big shrimp so far, you caught a baby and a crappie jack.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't think that helps.
doing the brine release.
The flying fish.
Brian just throws fish. He'll be okay at the Jack Paul. All right,
Oh, I got him wrapped.
what you got?
He got wrapped up.
Oh no, it's a shark.
The little nurse.
Brian's got a shark. Look at that. Can you even catch little sharks out here?
Yeah, I kind of snagged him.
Yeah, he's snagged. He'll be okay.
All right.
Here, give me the rod. Give me the rod. Yeah, you can pop that right out.
I just don't want to get whipped by his tail. It's like I just got like a skin tag. I got it. I just twisted it and it came out. All right. All right, these little sharks, you got to grab them way up
Throw 'em
here.
to the camera. Right.
I got my mic. I don't want to get my mic wet. Well, look down there.
What?
Those birds are crashing like crazy.
That's what the snook are.
That's those minnows, guys.
We had all those glass minnows here in front of the people.
All right, show them the fish we caught so far, Sizzle.
Woo, lots of sand. Got some drinks in here. It's crazy hot today in South Florida. At least we got a little bit of wind now. But
Land
we're
shark.
gonna stick, yeah, we got a land shark. We're gonna stick our fish in here. And in just like a half an hour of fishing, we got this bucket full of fish. So we got some nice croakers. Those are gonna eat very well. Get them nice and chilled down in the cooler. Yeah, you get them under the ice. All right, and then we also got, woo, another croaker, the palmetto.
Up.
What?
You jumped out?
Oh no. Whitings. Pretty freaking good.
I mean, we
More
have dinner already.
whitings. We got plenty of
Plenty of
dinner.
sandwiches.
Yeah. Big whiting. There's like 7 fish. Gotta clean this dude off.
I mean, I gotta tell you guys, we haven't really done much.
This is so
Between
easy.
filming and like fooling around and like
Yeah.
talking to Paul
Yeah.
and everything else, like, and then we caught a shark and a bunch of little ones and
This is the best kind of fishing there is.
Jack is
This
awesome.
is not stressful at all compared to the fishing we do offshore.
I know.
All right. So now
And
I'm
you can
gonna
wear a
get-
bikini without people yelling at you because you're literally on the beach.
Oh, somebody will still say something, I'm sure. I have no respect for myself.
Yeah, what do they say?
I have no respect for myself because I wear a bikini.
Because you wear a bikini on the beach like every Florida girl?
Every girl on the beach here is in a bikini, by the way.
Yes.
All right, let's catch a fish.
Go
Enough
get 'em.
talking about it. I don't really care what everybody thinks. So
Why do you wear a bikini?
Because it's hot. And I like to be dark.
What does Paul have? Paul's got a lunker. You see that little rod Paul's using? You don't need much. And over here with the Sizzle not catching anything.
Oh, big tap, big tap.
It's not a mutton. Hook the fish. All right, we're doing something we never did before on the channel. GoPro pudding. Let's go. You hold your rod out like this when you're GoProing. Ready for GoPro pudding?
I love it.
This is a new GoPro 9 also.
Yeah, we finally caught up with the time.
Yeah, I'm using GoPro 4,
Yeah, literally,
which is like from
guys.
2013.
Literally, guys.
Literally. Oh, look at that wave.
Whoa, big one, big one, big one. Incoming tide. The water's coming up fast. Woo! It's throwing the shells into your feet.
Oh, that's a baby. Killing it. All right, let's try again. And according to the #1 rule of YouTube is the more you film, the less you catch. I didn't catch any fish that time. Whoa, I got a lunker. I literally have a lunker.
Catch them. Point the rod tip.
Did it come off?
You didn't point it.
I literally had a lunker.
You gotta point the rod tip at them. Woo!
All right, there's a nice one.
Good job.
All right, I did it on camera and everything. Nice fish. I mean, they're not huge, but they're gonna definitely make a good sandwich. And then we can put them in the. Geez, a lot of fish in there. Sizzle hasn't caught anything. At least she looks good in her bikini. How's my little land shark girl doing? No fish.
I'm using a little bit bigger baits.
That's why you're not catching anything.
Oh, just had a nice bite. So there's a technique to this like anything else. Somebody was giving me crap on social media lately about I don't provide any details about catching fish, but I literally do. And you keep your rod tip pointed up so you can feel the bite. You can see they're literally tapping it right now. And you literally just like hold it up so you can feel that bite. And the little taps are the littler fish, but once a big one grabs it, you kind of just, just bring your rod tip back and kind of set that little hook on them. But it's really simple. And then there's a technique to reeling them in if I catch one.
You just bring them in with the waves.
Brian just lost the lunker. No, you didn't do it right. Oh, I did have one.
Oh, that's a lunker. There's your lunker.
Oh, nice. That's a little too small for that snook hook. For the snook. Yeah, that's a little baby.
Yeah, I caught one like that before.
It's definitely the smallest I've caught. Oh, he's so little. Some more right here. Bye. All right, I only can catch babies. All right, guys, Captain Paul, our buddy, is leaving. Captain Paul Sperco, I'm gonna link him down below. He does beach fishing charters, so if you wanna come out here and learn how to do this, catch a ton of croakers and whiting, fill your cooler, and have a fish fry, he's your man. So I'll link his information down below, the link to his rigs and all that great stuff, but he's awesome, so thanks again for his tips. But he just caught 2 studs back to back, and so they're a little further out.
I also remember he also does, like, depending on the season, like this is whiting season, but he also does the pompano and the mullet run.
Yes.
So, don't waste your time on the beach.
The year,
go out with Captain Paul.
He's your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to learn the beach stuff, call him. Captain Paul Sperco.
All right.
No problem.
All right, guys, let me know when you're coming up again.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we're going to
sure.
Belize, like, on Thursday, and we'll be back, and then whatever. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Nice whiting. Yeah. All right, guys. So as the tide comes up, these fish live in a trough. So the trough becomes further away. So you got to cast a little further out. So, whoa, that's a nice one, actually. So it's a matter of finding the fish even during the day as the tide changes. So, woo, strong. So cast away. And we start losing them. Nice. Look at that, man. We got some fish.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Darcizzle's hooked up.
Rod tip up high. And when he gets close to the surf, you just point your rod tip straight at him. If you don't, you're going to lose him. And then you walk backwards and you pull him up.
Nice technique. Ooh, nice fish.
That's a nice one. Holy cow.
It is.
Big old whiting.
Big whiting.
He pulled some drag too for his size.
Yeah.
Nice one. But all right, you saw how I did that? You literally get him to the surf in that trough there, and then when the waves start to pull him up, you just keep your rod tip straight. Or if you don't do that, you're gonna pop them off. I watched Brian pop off a couple fish like that. You did. I'm being honest.
They fall off.
They
fall off sometimes.
This is how you learn. This is how you learn.
Oh boy.
Look at this bucket full.
Yeah.
We have a fish fry already.
Matter of fact, let's get some of those in the
We're gonna
cooler.
feed the entire neighborhood.
Move all the land sharks. All right, let me see. Whoa, I gotta pick this thing up.
One. Look at this one. He's a monster.
Whoa.
That's like your average croaker. That's an absolute monster right
Yeah.
there.
Is that a croaker or a whiting?
These are both whitings.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
That's the hugest whiting ever.
Big croakers. There's your croakers.
Oh, yeah, that's different. They're gold.
Yep. They got the yellow tails. What are those?
Whiting.
Whiting. Whiting or white?
Play along at home, guys.
Whiting or white?
That sounds racist.
You're racist. All right.
Is it racist if you bring up something that's racist?
I'm just kidding.
That means you're thinking about race?
More whitings. Plenty of whitings around lately, and the croakers are just starting to show up, and Captain Paul was like, oh, that's a nice croaker. We haven't been seeing a lot of those lately. So got a couple croakers in there. We got a nice smorgasbord. Let's see if we can get another palmetto.
I want another palmetto, yeah.
Palmetto.
Whatever.
You gotta say it right. Palmetto. There's already like 20 fish in there, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fish.
All right.
It's already too many.
Let's see if I can hook up right away right now again.
Fix that ice for me.
Got them on.
Is it gonna be doubled up? I got one. Where's Sizzles?
Woo! Doubling up, baby.
I thought you were pointing your rod out. Nice job.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
a
baby.
sand perch.
Baby, oh, it's a sand perch.
You need that?
Yeah, she's too small though.
He's a little small.
Let me see.
Yeah, he's a little small.
That's a sand perch.
Sand perch.
Yeah, it's nice.
Another species. We got quite a few species, guys.
Yeah, it's good.
You can put them on the snook hook?
No. All right, I'll show
Yeah,
you.
they got these big old crazy lips. I've caught some monsters.
Show me the lips.
Yeah, I caught some monsters in the river before. But you see, like, they just feed like that on the bottom.
Yeah.
They close their mouth and then they scoop stuff off the sand.
Neat.
All right, these fish are starting to bite a little better. The tide is coming in. It's already come up like 10 feet since we've been here. Tide's still coming in. So the fish are moving back a little bit as the tide comes in. So Captain Paul, he left, like we said before, but he said to push it out like another 5 feet every half hour or so. So right where that color changes, do the cast right on the outside of that. Perfect. Now, reel up your slack, keep your rod tip up, and hopefully I get a fish right now. Oh, there he is. I stink at fishing. If he doesn't come off the hook. All right, coming to the trough, rod tip down, walk back. Woo, he's still out there. I got a runner. Woohoo!
Told you stink at fishing.
No, that's another species. That's like species number 8 or 9, I don't even know. That's the first blue runner of the day, but same technique with all the fish. You guys just saw that. I caught fish. I don't stink at fishing. There goes nothing. Got storms approaching. We're gonna try to put one more fish in the box. Let's see if I can do this.
Too close.
What?
I think it was too close.
There he is. Oh, that's a weird fight. What do I have? What is that? It's not acting like your typical. It's a runner! I cannot catch a real fish on camera. I mean, it's a real fish, but you guys get it. I'm not eating him. Darn. All right. Gotta get out of here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back at the house.
Yes.
We were like the last ones on the beach because like a big thunderstorm coming.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. He left and then there was no storm.
Yeah, the storm, well, it rained on the way home, but the storm kind of dissipated a little bit. But yeah, everybody left. It was like deserted.
It's kind of creepy and ominous.
We slayed the fish though. Look at all these fish.
Yeah.
A lot of fish.
I'm looking for the bigger ones here.
All right, so we're gonna clean this palometa
All right. Yeah.
and one of these for you.
I'm gonna clean them off really quick. They're really sandy.
All right,
Really sandy fishes.
we'll be right back.
We're back. All right, let's do this. What did you say you wanted to fillet? This guy and
We're gonna
what?
film this.
Yeah.
And how about a whiting? Because we've done
Whiting.
croaker recently. Yes.
Did we do a croaker?
Well, we had a couple croaker videos over the winter.
Oh, in the winter. Yeah, we
Yeah.
caught the big river croakers.
Right.
They get big. All right, so let's fillet up this palmetto. Literally looks like a pompano. Looks like a mermaid, except it's just not. It's kind of crazy. And I just learned something new because we have caught these on the beach before, but I didn't know their true name.
I don't think one that big is the
So-
thing.
What?
I don't think we caught one that big.
Maybe like half the size, a little guy. So we're gonna use my 6-inch Darcizzle knife today. We usually always use my 8 when I'm filleting saltwater fish, but this is the smallest fish I've filleted in quite a while.
Yeah, now I
Not
think
that that's a bad thing.
now some people can tell us you
but-
should eat that whole
Yeah, they will, for sure.
and you eat the skin.
What do you want to do?
Let's.
No, let's just.
Yeah, I mean it's bigger than a crappie.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
and honestly, we have a lot of stuff to do. We're headed out on a trip, so I think the best way to do this is just do our normal fillet, so we can try it.
yeah,
at
but leave the
least.
skin on.
We're gonna try it.
Leave the skin on
Okay.
because pompano skin is delicious. We learned that.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's already peeling. Look at that. It's like peeling right off the meat right at the front there.
All right.
It's very similar. It's member of the family, so it makes sense the skin would do that.
Yeah.
The world record on this fish is like 1 pound, 12 ounces, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This fish is probably like I don't even know. 9 ounces, 10 ounces, something like that. But very excited to try it. That's what Paul said. He's like, it eats just like a pompano. Looks exactly like a pompano, just miniature size.
Yeah.
And then I'll just knock up a little bit of that skin meat out. I mean, belly meat.
Belly.
There's probably some meat right there too, but we're gonna leave the skin on, so.
Yeah, leave the skin on.
Just cut that there so when we cook it, it can pop right out.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna flip it over, do the same exact thing, but look how thin we're filleting. I mean, look, we're filleting this little tiny fish, like no problem with a sharp blade.
Yes.
But getting every ounce of meat off of him that I possibly can. And this Darcizzle knife is just great, as you can see, for little fish and big fish alike.
Well, where do they get the Darcizzle knife, Darcizzle?
We're gonna link that information down below for you guys. There's a great deal going on in Amazon right now too. I'll have that information down below on my Amazon store. You could literally just Google Darcizzle fillet knife. It will pop up.
Yes.
And you can even go to the Smith website and get them there too. But they're not really available anywhere else.
They're not in a ton of tackle shops.
Right.
They're on the Walmart website. They're available at Lower Keys Tackles down in
Yes.
Big Pine Key. I know that. I'm sure some other spots too, but these are just the places we know you can get them.
Yes. But I'll link all that information down below, guys. But I'd say #1 place is probably Amazon.
Yeah, check the prices, because sometimes this 8-inch knife is cheaper on Amazon.
Yes.
And on the Smith website, you get a 15% discount and free shipping with Darcizzle 15.
Yeah, we're not trying to confuse you guys, but
we're trying to give you all the information.
anyhow, yeah, so just go to Amazon or go to the Smith website. Both of those will be right down below for you guys to check out.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys have bought them and you love them, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, our palmetto is done. Palmetto. I wouldn't even say that's like 5 ounces of meat. That's very small pieces of meat there.
It's okay, we'll throw them in a pan.
But looks excellent to me. No
Yeah, we're gonna
complaints
try it.
there.
We're gonna try it.
All right, we're gonna throw it in the bag real quick and knock out this big old whiting. And these fish are excellent. People are always after the big old giant fish offshore, but like we showed you, you can have a blast and catch a ton of fish and fill your cooler and legit have a fish fry and feed your friends, your family, and your entire neighbors or street. You're allowed like 100 pounds per day of this fish, I believe.
Yeah.
Same with the croaker. So you're allowed 100 pounds per day. I mean, I would never keep 100 pounds per day, but you could, especially if you come down here and visit. Just stock your cooler, 100 pounds of each fish. You'll have 200 pounds of croaker and whiting. And they're excellent.
There's 100 pounds of unregulated fish, or 100 pounds of each regulated fish. Unregulated. I don't even know.
Good question.
Check your regs.
Maybe I'm wrong.
We don't know.
Per day. Maybe it's 100 pounds per day combined.
I'm not really sure.
Or something like that. I know it's 100 pounds somewhere. Just not
No, it is
sure.
100 pounds.
Just not sure on the specifics.
Like if you can't find regs for a fish, it might be an unregulated fish, which means specifically.
There's no size limits.
Well, there's no size limits, but it's like you can have 2 fish or 100 pounds, whichever is more. So it's like if you catch some sort of ray and you catch 2 rays and they're 75 pounds each, that's 150 pounds. So you can only catch 2 of those.
Yeah.
But like these, you can catch 50 as long as they up to 100 pounds or whatever.
Yeah. So a lot of ways, so you just saw I fillet this fish the same exact way that I would normally do any other fish. A lot of people would just cut straight down and cut across.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's gonna just dull your blade even faster, but you could do what works for you. But you know, this works for me. I don't know. I just feel like when I do the normal fillet, instead of doing the quick down and slap it off, I get every piece of meat this way. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you have 50 crappie to do every single day, you go crappie fishing.
This
then
is what I prefer.
Then you do it that way, but.
Yeah, this is what I prefer for sure. And this fish definitely has bigger scales, living right in that trough line there. Same with the croakers. Just have thicker scales.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people fishing that on the beach today, and so many people were catching these fish. I mean, everybody was out there catching dinner. It was great. And then when we got there, one guy was leaving, and like Brian's like, "Why are you leaving so fast?" And the guy's like, "I caught a few for dinner."
He's like, "I caught dinner." He didn't care.
Yeah, nobody cared. So you catch these all day long. Have a blast.
Yeah, and that's on Hutchinson Island.
Yes.
And we mentioned, I think.
All up and down everywhere, though. But
yeah,
we talked about Paul. He'll be down below.
Yeah, and I mentioned the middle run, and people also catching snook.
Yeah.
So like we didn't really see any, but people caught them in the morning, and there were reports of people catching them. So it's a great time to be on that beach. There you go.
All right, he's filleted up.
Nice job.
Got every piece of meat off that dude. And now I'll just skin it, or you want to leave the skin on? No,
No,
right?
we'll
We're not
skin
gonna
it.
eat
No,
it.
we're gonna skin it because it's got the scales and everything else.
Yeah, he's got scales.
You don't eat that. I mean, you could we didn't scale it, so we gotta skin it.
Yeah, sometimes I come in here and outline the bones. Slab them off. Piece left right there. All right. Donezo. That's
right.
a nice little meal right there. That's a little
It's
dinner.
more than a crappie, let me tell you that.
I
They're
don't
the
know.
It's
Same.
not the same.
Yeah, same, for sure.
Well, that right there would be a big crappie. I mean, that's a lot of meat right there.
Yeah, it's just differently shaped. Like the crappie's wider, this fish is longer.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Let me see how fat it is. Let me see. I mean, it's fatter than a crappie. A lot of crappie. You can get fat crappies, but
Yes.
like a crappie, you know, between legal and 1 to 2 inches big, that's going to be more meat. So, and we know you guys eat the hell out of some crappies.
Yeah. Crappie season's over, and everybody that comes down here for crappie season probably went home, and then they can't wait to come back till next year because they just took freezers full of crappie home. All the northerners, what do you call them? Snowbirds.
Snowbird, I call them Canadians, but a lot of people call them snowbirds.
Snowbirds. They're
All
not
right.
Canadians, they're all New Yorkers. Okay, so there we go. We got another piece of meat there. That's definitely like double the meat, or kind of close. But we're gonna try both. As you can see, delicious. I mean, look at that meat. I mean, it looks like any other snapper or like pelagic fish,
delicious,
fish
I
you
know
would
it.
catch offshore. All
All right.
right, so I'm gonna get it in the bag, get this cleaned up. We're gonna I'll clean up all these fish, and then we'll meet you guys in the house. The cook and we'll put in a portion of this video. Boom.
I'm looking forward to tasting that.
What?
I'm looking forward to tasting the palmetto.
It looks better.
Yeah, looks good.
Color-wise, look at the color.
All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Puddin'. This is the abridged version.
Diving in.
You dive, Darcy. We really wanted to try this palmetto, and I'll just give you a little information. Like, we're going to Belize the day after tomorrow for like most of the week, and Darcy wants to squeeze in a wahoo trip. Everyone's catching a wahoo, so you know this channel, as we always say, is about following our dreams. You know, unfortunately,
And I love to catch wahoo.
so we don't have time to cook all these fish tonight for you, unfortunately. But how's the palmetto? It's good. And but anyway, does it taste like? Does it taste like pompano? Now all I did was I put it in the pan, salt.
I don't have Florida pompano too often. I feel like Florida pompano is a little more oily than that fish is, but it's excellent.
It's really good. It's pompano-ish. So I just salt and peppered it and put it in a pan with some butter. I got the B-oil right here, so you can cook almost any fish like this. Just get it done simple. And it's really, and the pomponette,
It's good.
palmetta,
Palmetta.
tastes like,
Palometta.
the closest thing I would say is pompano, so it's really, really good.
Palometta, right? Palometta.
Palmetta.
This is really good too. It's not as firm
whiting.
as that.
No. So
Yeah.
we got the skin on, you can totally do the skin. The skin is delicious, it's perfectly good. And we have a ton of, we've done so much pompano, so I didn't really mind not doing it this time. We'll put some pompano recipes down in the bottom. And also we've done whiting and croaker videos in the past, and we'll be doing it again this summer.
Yes.
So one thing that's easy to make with this croakers and whiting, they're very similar taste, is we like to make the little sandwiches with them. You can make tacos. You can do all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of delicious stuff.
So like you can fry it like a crappie, you make little tacos.
That's good.
Whatever you want to do.
They're both really good.
This reminds me of mangrove a little bit. Like the firmness. I just got a piece of salt in my
I
mouth.
mean, it's so excellent, these little fish. I mean, there's no fishy taste. It's
No.
white, it's firm, it's delicious. I mean, honestly, that's better than mahi, in my opinion.
Mahi's
Like,
not that great, guys.
the more and more I fish, I
just
realize
pretty.
the least and least I don't like mahi. I know that sounds crazy, but
Those are both better than mahi.
like way better. So go out there and catch them, especially if you don't have a boat, because I'm telling you right now, they're better than mahi.
Yeah, and it's so easy. You guys saw us do it, and the kids
Yeah.
can do it, and it's super fun. And we just heard the bite was on, so we ran down to the beach. You know, we like to go offshore fishing, but we knew the beach they were catching fish, so we just ran down there yesterday, and
Sure did. Crushed them.
it was great.
Awesome.
So until next time.
Yep, so everything we talked about in the video, once again, link down below. But until our next adventure, follow your dream and keep on catching. To Belize we go.
After we go wahoo fishing.
Yeah. That's like our job.